Hello, gentlemen and beautiful ladies. Guys, we're going to do another brisket. $1.99 a pound. Caught it on sale. Can't beat it. So it's been about 2 weeks. We're just going to rock it again. Anyway, it's 9:30 at night. About 11 o'clock, I'm going to fire off that brisket. I'm going to go, or the fire. I'm going to go to bed. And then about 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm going to lay this brisket out there with the pork butt. Then about 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning, I'll lay some black buck on that grill too, you know, and we're gonna smoke it all day. This is real easy. Everybody thinks barbecue is a big friggin' deal. It's not. You just gotta keep that temperature right, have the right smoke, and you're good to go. So, join in, like and subscribe. Here's what we're doing. I'm gonna trim this brisket. I'm gonna season it with steak seasoning. This is no longer available because I'm out of business. Anyway, long story short, just get some favorite steak seasoning and cover that brisket. Your pork, it doesn't really matter. Just throw whatever the hell you want to on it, because when you pull it apart, that's when you season it. You know, hungry man, what do you call it? Manwich? Yeah, that works pretty well with pulled pork. All right, guys, check out my knife fork. Okay guys, long story short, of the fat that I'm going to cut off this, I like to have like 1/4 inch thick throughout my brisket. I don't care what kind of brisket, if it's prime, wagyu, whatever. 1/4 inch thick, whatever. After it hits about 160, you wrap it and roll on from there. A lot of times I don't even wrap it. Anyway, long story short, I'm going to take this fat after I trim it off, and I'm going to put it all on that black buck. I'm going to smoke that black buck for a couple hours, get it up to probably about 140, you know, so it's got some smoke on it. Then I'm going to wrap it in tinfoil, but to keep it moist, because it's a wild game and it's very lean, we're going to lay all this beef fat on it. And that should get it, you know, when I roll up to about 200, hopefully it'll fall apart. We can make, you know, use that meat for just friggin' everything. So anyway, we'll see what happens. The black buck, my buddy gave it to me, and we're gonna cook it. But the idea is just to use it because he has some things going on, and he had to basically clean it out of his freezers. So anyway, long story short, let's rock. Guys, it's 7 o'clock, so these have been on about, actually 7:30, so these have been on about 4 hours. My temps are about 100 degrees on that meat, and just stoked up the flames, or the coals, the wood. So we're off to the races. That sure looks pretty good, if you're asking me. I'll wrap it here in a couple hours, and we'll go on from there. The wrap. The temperatures run pretty good. It's a little bit early. They're running around 145, but I don't care. I'm looking at the smoke I've been putting out, and I think I've probably got plenty of smoke on there. So I'm gonna wrap this meat, give you a little picture right now, and then I got some black buck upstairs, and so we're gonna put that on top of this meat and let it get some smoke for a couple hours. Then we're gonna wrap the hell out of that too. but throw in some of the fat from the brisket on top of that black buck to keep it moist. So you just got to take your time and do what you got to do. So anyway, check out this meat. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's looking good. Hey? Gonna take some pictures of that. Yep. And you can't really see it because of the damn sun, can you? Well, darn it. It kind of sucks. There we go. Anyway, it's getting a nice glaze on it. Like I said, I just put steak seasoning on it. Let me wrap it, and I can continue with my cook, and I'm cutting my yard. It's time to weed eat now. Okay guys, my brisket is at 170 degrees. That black buck is at like 140. So what I did is I took all the brisket fat that I trimmed off and I shoved it in there into tin foil with that black buck, and we wrapped it all up. So now I just got to get that last 30 degrees on that brisket and get that black buck up. But everything seems to be going real well. Everything's wrapped, so it's just a matter of finishing it. I'm thinking probably another 3 hours I should have it done. This is pretty simple stuff. You can cook a brisket in the oven at 250 for till it hits 203. Everything, that's all you got to do. So, you know, that's the hard time. It's sometimes they take longer, sometimes they take shorter. You just never know what's going to happen. I always figure about an hour and 15 minutes a pound. Okay guys, I want to show you something. This is my barbecue box. Right here, you know, all the boat piers and everything down here. Right over there is the canals. So when we have a storm, it busts everybody's boat piers and docks up. You know, they all get busted up. So the wood floats off, and then I find it. And so what I did is I cut it and I made a barbecue box. So this is 100% scrap. Didn't cost me a dime, you know, except for labor, which is my labor, so it's free. But hold on a second, let me open this up. Anyway, got all my propane in here, charcoal, lighter fluid, you know. Got a bunch of wood in here too. I mean, this thing is just, it's unbelievably heavy, and it's pretty damn stout. And, you know, you can see it's all rusty. But anyway, I put the stain on it, but the wood was so dried out, it just sucked all the stain up. I didn't think it was going to get that dark. I just wanted some stain and varnish on it, but it turned it friggin' almost black. Well, you can see all the nail holes, all the worm holes, like this. So you can stick your finger right in there. You know, it's all water rot, worms eating it and everything else. I went ahead and put it on a caster so I could roll it around. It's so heavy. But, you know, shit, yeah, works real well. I also put this on there, this little hinge deal. Hey, made some cutouts. Just stick that right there, push it down, hook it right there, so it's secure, doesn't drop on your head. Can't beat it. And then, I don't know if it's on there or not, that stores right there. That's it. That's a barbecue box. I suggest you build one or do something, because it sure comes in handy. Everything, all your barbecue stuff's in one spot, and man, it just makes it easy. I was going to make a cooler out of it, put all my beer in there, but anyway, it morphed into a barbecue box. Already got the beer cooler box. Okay guys, brisket is done. I'm going to cut that up, and then we got the pulled pork right here. and I had a hell of a time getting it out of the wrap. You can see it's just falling apart. It's gonna, see, that's how it should be. And the brisket jiggles. It's a jiggler, so we're gonna cut that up too, put it all right there and eat. Now that's the black buck, but we're gonna wait on that. So guys, that's pretty much it. It's not that hard to do. So fire up your smokers and get after it. Appreciate you watching, like and subscribe.